Now, a drive forward and a break from Mitchell King. Hits the blue line, taps forward. Finley Howells, it drops to his feet. It bobbles a little bit, so he took a swing, but I think a penalty's going to come against 14 now from Jake Cooper. He gave him a shove. It's been given as a cross-check. I would argue that he used his hand to push it in rather than the stick, but the referee has deemed that as a 2-minute minor penalty. The time. Jesson picks it up, backhands it down to Mitchell King, cycles into the corner. Finley Howells picks it up, tries to get it to Jesson in the back of the, just behind the net. Passes forward, Silverthorne gets the shot away. Puck goes in the air and a high stick from Scott. Swung at the puck and it dropped onto the back of the netting and then into the side netting. And Jason Silverthorne getting an opportunity to get a shot away. And the effective power play just in 22 seconds, getting a couple of shots away and looking very dangerous in front of the Raiders' net. Puck drifts out to the feet of Joe Aston. And the Raiders keeping the intensity up of the penalty kill here. Danny Rose now makes a shot. Blocked once again, that's hurt. He's literally crawling off the ice. I don't know whether it's his ankle that hurt, but he blocked the shot, and a penalty's now being called, this time against the Telford Tigers. And a drive forward from Grinnell Park. Cuts around the boards. Price gets there first. Deflects from Watkins, forward to Jesson. Joe Aston gets the backhand cross-ice pass. It gets to Jesson, forced into the boards, and the penalty's called. The referee's got his hand up in front of us, and a couple of players step in, but that was clearly a late hit. A bit of pushing and shoving going around now. Danny Rose is in there. There's a bit of clutching at the shirt, but the Tigers player is down. The referee's got his hand in the air. He's got a penalty for that. And the penalty sits against, I think it's Brodie Jesson on the wall there. Is it? Watkins. Sam walks through, he's on the backhand, he's taking off his feet as he goes through the middle. They're calling to the referees, but the referees say no. Sam Watkins got a bit of space there. The stick of the defenseman made it impossible for Sam Watkins to skate through, and he lost his footing as he went through. There were lots of calls for penalties, but it wasn't to be. McKenzie tries to pass forward. Cooper kicks the puck out the end zone as he doesn't have his stick. But yeah, quite harsh as Sam Watkins battled through, get right in front of James and by a bit of space, and the defenseman's stick took his feet from under him, and no penalty assessed. Pass forward now. Connolly tries to walk through, pushed off his skate. Connolly and Fielder tie up a little bit there with a bit of a push and shove now. Silverthorne back to McKenzie. Shot made, and it's off the post and in. It was Scott McKenzie that finished the shot, and it was a drive forward. Jason Silverthorne comes in, plays a beautiful pass through to Scott McKenzie. He buys a bit of time, he gets the shot away, and almost like slow motion, it hits off the inside of the post and then slowly drops down behind the goal line. Telford Tigers then on the steam in. The player loses footing and goes in, but by which time the puck was already in the back of the net, as it was Scott McKenzie to start the ball rolling with the first goal of the night for the Telford Tigers on 19 minutes and 50 seconds.
Although they are talking about it at the moment.
There's a bit of dialogue going on, but for me, that puck was clearly over the line before the winger came in.
This time, you know, they're kind of...
They're hanging on to it, freezing the puck down. Up to the point, shot on target, takes a deflection from the leg pad of Piatek. Puck drops down to him in the corner. Nice little pass back up to Connolly. Connolly and Piatek working well. Shot comes in from the point, goes a foot wide to the left of the post. Little backhand from Connolly, picks up on the forehand, shoots, and it hits the post and dropped into the side netting. And again, that was an opportunity. The Raiders getting 3 or 4 shots away in a relatively short amount of time and not being counted out. McKenzie now plays the puck behind the net. Hopkins backhands it round, cycles into the corner. Walked out by Luca. The puck drops down to Jack Hopkins, and there was a rebound, and that's what we were saying earlier. Luca's shot rebounds off the leg pad of Ethan James, drops to the feet of Hopkins, who just pops it in the empty net as the netminder was tight on the post from the initial shot as it comes down, and it was that rebound that offered a presentation to Jack Hopkins to skate in with his stick on the ice. It dropped to him, and he was able to drop it in just behind the netminder, and suddenly the Telford Tigers find themselves 2 goals up. Jack Hopkins had all the time in the world when picking up that rebound, and that has put the Telford Tigers 2 goals up now. Howells tying up there, it's pucks up on the point. Jake Price makes the shot. Now, what happened then?
Gone before.
Yeah, I think what happened then, from where I'm sitting, Ethan James made the save. The puck became visible behind the back of his legs. The referee blew the whistle. Luca goes in, sees the puck there, put it over the line, and the light went on, but that was well after the whistle. D-to-D pass to Cooper. Oh, passes on to Piatek, who literally checks his own defenseman out of the way. A little bit of frustration there as he picks up the puck. Piatek plays it through, picked out of the air by Alif, and it drops to his feet. A great little pick to pull up
really well, didn't he?
And a bit of pushing and shoving between Alif and Price on the boards, and a penalty coming.
One on each.
Jake Price has definitely got one. Whether Alif's got one as well. Let's have a quick look here.
No.
Telford Tigers get a 2-minute minor for roughing called against number 8, Jake Price, which gives the Raiders the second power play of the game. And that's timed on 42 seconds of the third period. So 40 minutes and 42 seconds. The Raiders pick up a power play from a roughing offence by Jake Price on Alif on the ball. Shot comes in and the puck drops down. It was a shot from the point. I believe the shot was fired by Sean Barry. Gets the shot in, drops from the body of Brad Day into the back of the net, and that was on just a few seconds. I'm not sure if the clock had even started as it drops down. Let's just have a look at the replay here. Off the draw, the puck's up to the point. The wrist shot comes in, deflects off the blocker of Brad Day and drops into the back of the net, and suddenly the Raiders now find themselves on the score sheet, and 2-1 is the scoreline. The time of that goal was literally on 47 seconds. 1 second have elapsed of that power play, and what a power play goal for the Raiders. Which is a bit of intensity there between Dan Mitchell as he hustles with Jake Sylvester. And now, breakout coming from Hopkins. Switches side to side. Barry puts a delayed pass. Now drops forward. Hopkins, puck catches in his feet. A little bit of a cheap shot there from Park on Hopkins, and a little bit of a cross-check on the back there. It was off the play, it was well out of sight of the referee. But it appears that there's a bit of frustration going on.
There's 6 guys on the ice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go, too many men. And in fairness, the Telford Tigers crowd played a big part in that, because I'm thinking there's a lot of guys out there, and too many men. So the Telford Tigers pick up the first power play. Yeah, it was a net guard. He's wearing one there. Yeah. Backhanded pass comes across. McKenzie will get into the corner first. Barry pushes him towards the boards. He gives it to Luca. He passes up to Hopkins. It's in the air. A swing from the stick of Jake Price to hold it into the end zone. Sees a bouncing pass come through to Danny Rose, shoots into the body, and Ethan James hangs onto the puck and frees it down. Scott McKenzie was right there in front of the netminder, but Ethan James had hold of the puck there, made a nice little save from the shot coming in from the point from Danny Rose.
Like you say, McKenzie's waiting for anything that drops, isn't it?
Yeah. Sniper. Battle in the corner now. Silverthorne skates out. Passes up to the point. Shot comes in. James makes a save. Deflects up into the glass. Stays in play. Howells cycles in the corner on the backhand. Leans across. Cooper angles him away from the net. Backhanded tap now from Park on towards Burnett. Barry plays the puck up across the boards. Once again to Cooper. Nice pass straight to the tape. Out on the right side. Carries it in the corner, looks for the pass across the centre, it bounces round. Cooper leans down to hope to claim it back, but now McKenzie looks for a pass through to Jack Hopkins. Switches side and a stick comes up, catches Pitchley in the face, and it's going to be an accidental high stick against Jack Hopkins, but as he went in, he tried to get the stick lift up, the stick bounced up, and it went straight on the nose of Pitchley, so you're going to get a minor penalty for high sticking, I'm guessing. Danny Rose fires it down towards Ethan James. Remember, the Tigers on the penalty kill. Silverthorne on the aggressive forecheck for the penalty kill, but now Aaron Connolly drives down the left side, passes across to try and find the incoming Alif as he moves through, but the pass went behind him. There's a bit of a battle and the puck's gone in the back of the net. I'm not quite sure. See if we can see on the replay how that came to be, but you saw the play drive forward from the Raiders as they went down the ice, but it's on the far end. We're sat at the bulk end of the rink. As the play went down, there's a bit of a, I think Brad made the initial save, the puck became visible, and they tapped it in behind him with the second attempt, and once again a conversion on that power play for the Raiders, narrow that gap to a 3-2 scoreline, timed at 16 minutes and 2 seconds in the final period, so 56:02. Bennett skates forward to the puck, played into the boards, and a penalty's called on Joe Aston. Now, if Joe Aston's protesting about it, it's given as a charge, so as a charging penalty, the last 2 penalties that the Raiders have had, they've converted in under a few seconds. This could tie the game up now.
When do you reckon the netminder's going to go?
Wow.
For a move?
I don't know, you know. He ain't got long, has he? I reckon if you're going to do it, you want an end zone face-off or oh! Alice has lost her footing. Puck goes for icing, no icing called, and that is now. There's lots of calls for icing to discuss. The reason, the bench, no, because she lost her footing, and yeah. And now Hopkins drives forward. He's got some space. He shoots and scores, and puts it in the top corner. And now the Raiders bench are livid as they shout towards the bench. And that was just an unfortunate run of events, because as the Tigers dumped the play, the line lost her footing as she was coming down. So as the puck went on for icing, was unable to assess where it went. Then the play came out, so you couldn't then stop it for icing because the player continues after it. But there was a lot of dissatisfaction from the Raiders bench, and it's an unfortunate run of events that have led to the play as it is.
So, got a good result tonight. It was quite a difficult game in the fact of the number of players that weren't able to ice for both teams, and this has been an ongoing thing now for a number of weeks, hasn't it?
I believe they had a full squad. I think 4 lines, 3 lines, we were certainly missing guys. A win's a win without any negative power plays and things like that. We're missing key personnel that play the power play. So yeah, we had 3 and didn't score on them, but listen, that's not take anything away from the guys that came to play.
And there was lots of adjustments as well. I mean, Deacon Fielder playing back in defence, Dan Mitchell playing back in defence, which he hasn't done since his junior career, and a lot of players working hard and adapting and filling the gaps that you needed.
And that's exactly what the opportunity there, when other guys are out of the mix and other guys step up and take their opportunity. So yeah, those guys did a good job. D's not an easy position to play, I can tell you, and those guys to slot in there, they did a great job.
And as we look at the game going forward, I think this is the first time for a while that you've sat top of the table. It must be a nice feeling.
Well, apparently so. Yeah, I've just been told we're top of the league. I think if Swindon have played, I don't know. We've got a game in hand, but yeah, listen, Tigers, Telford, that's where we should be. That's where we want to be, and I think that's now where we've got to stay. And it's always difficult to be top of the league. I think Telford, everyone wants to beat us anyway, but if we're top of the league, then great, and let's build on that.
And these games recently as well have given opportunity to younger players from the junior development or from the second team to come and gain experience from working with, you know, seasoned professionals in the dressing room, and to get a taste of what could be their future.
A couple of the younger lads obviously didn't get on to play tonight, so but thanks to them for dressing. You know what they do learn? They're there. They're part of the warm up. They're in the dressing room. They're listening to Silves and what he's saying, what the other guys. That's all experience. It's a great experience, and I thank them for kitting up for us and being there. Should we have needed them?
And also, of course, the depth within the coaching room. Of course, Tom not being able to be here this evening as well, and it really does mean that any section of the jigsaw might not be here from week to week.
Sorry, Tom who? Hey, COVID, it's a strange one, you know, all the testing that we're doing. So unfortunately, Tom obviously couldn't be here. I believe he's got to self-isolate for 7 days now. But yeah, it's nice to the team aspect being, you know, that we can all step in and we all support each other. So it was good. Baz, Moggy, myself, yeah. Tom not here, but
he can watch from home.
He's watched it.
Well done for being top of the table.
Thank you.